As a means of breathing new life into old games, two people have suggested to me trying out the fad of randomizers. But those two suggestions were not for Dark Souls. Those two suggestions were for La Mulana 1 and for Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. But, you know, when you're in a kind of a Soulsy mood, you don't want to spoil Dark Souls 3 yet, but you also just don't want to play Dark Souls 2 anymore, trying out a randomizer on this game could have interesting results. And the randomizer doesn't just randomize key items, far from it. It randomizes enemy drops, it randomizes equipment, it randomizes the contents of chests. So this means, instead of starting with the thief's normal weapon of the bandit's knife, I get... Oh my. But it's fine. These randomizers are designed algorithmically, so I'm sure the starter weapon that I rolled won't be, like, too stupendously overpowered. We can trust that it'll definitely be fair and balanced. Like I said, fair and balanced. So even if the early game is made just a little bit too easy through the use of an overpowered spear, it's okay, because the inventory of the shops have all been rejumbled as well, and this means you won't necessarily find what you're... What? What? You're selling it for how much? But the whole game won't necessarily be all apple pie and french fries. Naively, I allowed myself to believe that this is where my first Estus upgrade would come in, and... oh, shit. So I could be kept at minimal Estus for quite a long time. I need to prepare for that. Historically, the Grass Crest Shield has been an important part of my dexterity-based build, but sadly that too was replaced with a useless piece of garbage. Garbage! The randomizer in a Souls game in particular gives you the incentive to try out different combinations of equipment than you ever would have used before. Can be extremely useful if you wanted to get work as, say, an exterminator. You couldn't hide from me forever. Hey, just as a side note, I haven't really seen this said elsewhere, and it definitely needs saying. This right here is the worst part of the game. The worst. The worst. And when I finally do make it through, it's not because of my exceptional agility or combat prowess. It's because the stupid AI doesn't know how to pathfind. But whatever. Sometimes you gotta lose money and die 10,000 times in order to make money. But you know, right outside of the Firelink Shrine, I was lucky enough to roll Ornstein's armor. I thought it would be super hilarious to go up against the Lightning Spear man with a lightning spear while wearing his armor. God damn. There's a lot of porn companies who would pay top dollar for a money shot like that. But eventually I did defeat the big sharp Pikachu man, and went and said hello to the chesty pinup girl he was protecting. Frampt, you don't even realize that you got the reputation of the world's most beloved garbage disposal. And then I went and opened up New Londo. But that's all the useful stuff I've done for the moment. I don't have the peculiar doll. I don't have the locket that lets you open the DLC. And I don't have Artorias' Covenant. This makes me hope that maybe I can get through this run without actually having to kill Sif. One last thing for now. I knew a good next place to explore would be the catacombs, where all the skeletons are, but I refuse to go into that place without a holy weapon. Oh, thanks.